my channel. So today I have this really fun smoky eyeshadow look using the new Colourpop Smoke Show eyeshadow palette. I use this palette along with some other products from the collection that they launched recently, and I really had a ton of fun using this palette and just playing around with everything. I think that it is a super fun palette. It is all gray tones and it's just really nice for this time of year, and I really don't have a palette like this in my collection, so it was really fun to see a nice really smoky grayscale eyeshadow palette. I just thought it was really unique. I added some glitter and I just kind of went crazy. So if you guys want to see how I got this eyeshadow look, then please keep on watching. Okay guys, so let's get started. As you can see, I have my makeup on. I just put this translucent powder under my eyes because since I do have my full face on, if we get any fallout, if you just add some translucent powder, shadows will not stick on the under eyes. We don't want to ruin our whole look, so just using this translucent powder is good. You can just wipe it away once we're done with our eyeshadow, so if there is any fallout, it will not stick. It will just attach to the translucent powder and we can just wipe it off really quick and easily. So I do have some concealer on my eyes, but I do want to prime my eyelids first with this Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. This is their original primer and it's really great for priming the eyelids and helping shadows just stick on really nicely. I'm just going to add a little bit of that to my lids and then I'm just going to pat that in. So I'm super excited to be using this eyeshadow palette from Colourpop. This is their Smoke Show palette and it's beautiful. It literally looks like a black and white palette, which is so fun. I don't really do these kind of cool tone smoky eyes. So I was really excited when I saw this palette because it's just so fun and different, and it's really cool to have a true smoky eyeshadow palette. As you can see, there's a really nice dark matte black, there's a pure white, there's grays, there's beautiful metallics in there. It's just a beautiful grayscale palette and I'm really excited to create a nice smoky eye for you guys. So in the crease, I'm going to start with this beautiful muted gray shade over here. This is a really nice color. This is called Stone Face, and I'm just going to place that all over the crease with this big fluffy blending brush. This is a Morphe JH34 brush, and I'm going to just take that all up in the crease. As you can see, it's pretty pigmented, even though it looks quite light in the pan. It does have a lot of color payoff actually. It's like a really nice light gray. Okay, so using that same big blending brush, I'm gonna go into this shade over here. This is called Ignite, and it's a really beautiful, deeper, nice neutral gray shade, and I'm also gonna smoke that out in the crease. There is a lot of pigmentation with that beautiful gray shade, and it's actually blending out really nicely, super easy. So I'm focusing at that color around my whole lid because I think I kind of want to do almost like a halo eye. So I'm going to concentrate the dark color on the inner and outer corner. Okay, now I want to deepen up that shadow a little bit more, so I'm going to go into this beautiful deep matte black shade. This is called Let's Do It, and I'm going to place that on the inner and outer corners just to further deepen up what we have going on. I'm also using the smaller Sigma Blending E25 brush for that. Okay, so we have that beautiful rich black now smoked in on the inner and outer corners, and I'm really loving the way this is looking so far. The colors are super easy to blend out. They're so pigmented. You can see there is a little bit of fallout, but that is to be expected with these darker shadows. That's why I was prepared with that translucent powder. It's just gonna catch any fallout and make sure that we do not ruin our makeup. So now I really want to go into this gorgeous silver shade here. It's just like this beautiful, true, rich, metallic silver. It's called Starstruck, and I kind of want to place that in the middle of the eyes. So I just have my brush here. This is a flat brush from Colourpop. This is their E3 brush. I'm actually just making sure that it's a little bit wet with this wet wipe over here just to have the eyeshadow stick on a little bit better because I don't want to use a primer. I just want to make sure that my brush is a little bit wet so that the metallic shadow will stick on really nicely. You can even use a makeup setting spray for that as well, but I'm just going to use the wet wipe that I had near me, and I'm going to dip into that beautiful metallic shade. Bringing in that silver shade up pretty high, but mostly concentrating it on the middle here, the lower middle. And honestly, this silver is so pigmented, you really don't need much to really make it pop. metallic shade. It looks gorgeous on its own, but I also do want to play around with some of these body glitters. This is their mini glitter trio, and this also came out with their beautiful smoky collection. So this is their Smoke and Mirrors Glitterly Obsessed mini trio. So they're a bunch of body and face glitters. You get 3 of them, and they are super pretty. So I want to play around with them and maybe add a little bit to my eyes. You know me, I love glitter, so whenever I have the chance to play around with glitter, I will definitely take that opportunity. So I think I'm going to use this beautiful glitter here. This is called Trippin on Skies. It's almost like a bluish multicolor, nice silvery whitish glitter. So I just want to place a little bit of that in the middle where we have that nice silver shadow there, and I just think that'll really make this look pop. So I'm going to go in with that same Colourpop E3 brush, and I'm going to place some of that glitter in the middle. I also want to bring that glitter up as well. I really want this look to be quite dramatic and smoky and glittery. Wow, this glitter actually has a lot of different reflex to it. It looked more like greenish blue in the pan, but then now that it's on my lid, I'm also seeing reflections of like pink and yellow and green. It's just really pretty. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's like a very multi-dimensional. Okay, so we have that glitter on and it's so pretty. And now we can wipe off all of this under eye setting powder here. And as you can see, you just do like one sweep and it's completely clean. So that's definitely a great trick. If you have done your makeup first and you think that you're gonna have a lot of follow with your eyeshadows, this is a really good trick. Now with that same Colourpop E3 brush, I'm going to dip into that same glitter here, and I'm going to place that on the inner corners of the eyes. Okay, now to finish the under eyes, I'm going to take this Colourpop E9 brush, and I'm going to go into this shade called Ignite, which was the shade that we used in the crease. It's like that darker gray shade. I'm going to place it on the inner and outer corners of my eyes and kind of smoke it out a little bit on the lower lash line. Smoking it out a little bit lower because I want this look to be like really, really smoked out. So we're gonna go a little bit more dramatic than I usually would. Okay, now taking the smaller pencil brush, this is a Morphe JH38 brush. I'm gonna dip into that nice matte black, and I'm also gonna use that just to deepen the inner and outer corners even further. Okay, now going back into this glitter, I'm using that same Colourpop E3 brush, and I'm just going to place some of that beautiful glitter right in the middle there, and I'm just gonna like drag it down a little bit. This is where we left that open space, and it's going to kind of mimic what we have going on at the top. We have that glitter there now, and you can see it. This is quite a fun and dramatic look. I really wanted to have fun and play around, and this is definitely not like an everyday eyeshadow look. You can definitely wear this if you're going on a night out, or just if you want to feel like being a little bit extra with your makeup. This is just a fun, I think it's really cool because it's super smoky, it's glittery, and it's really interesting. This would even be a cool New Year's Eve look, so that's definitely something to keep in mind. And then this collection also comes with a BFF bundle. This is their starry-eyed one. You get a liquid liner, and then you get 2 creme gel liners, so that's really nice. And I think I want to line my waterline with this creme gel liner. This is their white one in the shade Exit. So the white's gonna really help just make your eyes pop and look a little bit bigger. Okay, now I'm just gonna place some black mascara on my lashes. This is the Colourpop BFF mascara in the shade Black on Black. For my lashes, I'm just using this pair that I bought off of eBay. I will put the link of the specific lashes that I have in the description box down below. Okay guys, so that is the finished eye look. I really love the way this turned out. I know that it's a little bit different, it's a little bit more dramatic, but I really think that it was so fun to play around with those beautiful smoky gray black tone colors. I just think that this palette is super fun. It's really versatile. You could do so many looks with this. You could really do something dramatic and whimsical like I did, or you could honestly just do a simple just smoky eye. I just think that it's a super cool palette. It's really just fun to look at. It's a really different palette and I don't have anything like this in my collection, so thumbs up to Colourpop for their originality. I just think that it's an amazing palette. It does come with a mirror as well, which is always amazing. I think that the colors blended out beautifully. They were super pigmented, super buttery, and I really don't have any complaints about it. I love that the names of the shadows are also on the back of the palette and they're also on the front. As you can see, they have the names in a silver writing in the front, which is always a plus. And I just think that overall it's a really fun collection. The glitter shadows are super beautiful. They're so easy to work with. You don't need any primer. You just literally put them on and they will stay there all day long. So that's great. And I just think overall it was really fun to create this look. Let me know if you want to see more eyeshadow looks using that palette, because I would love to do something maybe a little bit more wearable. And I hope that you guys have an amazing day and an amazing month. I know Halloween is coming up, so I would love to know what your plans are for Halloween. Please let me know in the comment box down below, and if you guys like this video then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!